Hey guys, Ben here with Calvary Chapel Monrovia. I hope you guys are doing super well. Just wanted to talk today about our Bible reading plan. Today we're looking at the book of Numbers, and this is our first time jumping in there. We're looking at chapters 1 through 10, and I know it's quite a bit of reading, and there's a lot of ritual there, but I wanted to kind of just talk about some of the small details in there. And there's quite a few things, and I know it can kind of get long and tedious, but there are absolutely application points, even in these, where they start listing off the tribes and things like that, because there are some small little, what I like to call nuggets of just great knowledge that we need to kind of look at and just kind of reflect on. So today I'm going to be looking at one of those little tiny nuggets that I really liked in here. Of course, this is right at the time whenever they're moving off of Mount Sinai and they'd been delivered from Egypt and through that horrible ordeal in Egypt. So let's take a look at chapter 9, verse 23. And so it says, "So they camped or traveled at the Lord's command. They did whatever the Lord told them through Moses." Let me explain why I kind of like this verse. It's kind of, I don't know if it's silly to you, but to me it kind of makes sense. So here, what they were doing was they're doing complete reliance upon the Lord. And so many folks can say, well, I don't feel God speaking to me. I don't feel that this is really, I'm not hearing his voice and I'm not doing this thing. I want you guys to know that God uses men, and Moses for sure was flawed. He, of course, got angry, struck the rock, and made some bad decisions, did some things in haste, but he used Moses and he used men. And so when God places somebody in your life to lead you, we need to trust them. You need to trust the person that is there. Of course, you want to make sure that you're trusting people that are godly men, and people that are not full of themselves. You want them to make sure that they have a good character. But we need to trust those people that God has placed in our lives. And so, because through that instruction, they were able to do what God wanted to them to do. Now of course we have the Bible, and in the book of Numbers, they didn't have anything like that. They didn't have any of this set up, anything written down. Moses was writing this down during that whole exile. And I want you guys to know that that even still, we need to make sure that we're following our leaders. Leaders in the church or pastors, and maybe sometimes leaders even in families. And if you're a husband or a father, make sure that you're making sure that you're leading in a good way. If you're a big brother, make sure that you're leading in a good way, because in life, everything kind of flows down. And so if the person is below you are being led correctly through godly instruction, then it's going to be awesome for everyone. If you decide that, well, I don't want to be that godly person that God has called me to be, I don't want to live my life with those good values, then there's a good chance the people below you are going to start to fall and slip. And you know, so we want to make sure that we're good for all people around us. So making sure that you're following good, and then you're also leading good by that example. So if you guys have any questions about what you read today, because I know there's quite a bit in there, feel free to shout us out, give us a little DM, and I'd be happy to help you out. So God bless you guys. We'll be talking very soon. We'll be shooting another video this afternoon. So excited to see you guys with us. All right, see ya. Bye.